So, we've been lucky enough on the show to chat with the series creator Jeffrey Reddick and the
Yep.
co-writer Glenn Morgan and Kristen Cloak, who played Miss Luton. Obviously, we love this movie. We love talking to people involved. But what I wanted to ask you specifically, what was it like filming the plane crash sequence? Because that is always the one that stands out the most. And have you ever yourself had a fear of flying?
I have not had a fear of flying. There was one time in Hawaii we got on when my father, my brother, and I got on this little plane and flew around or it was a helicopter actually, and they take you on these little tours through the volcanoes and shit like that, and it just didn't feel. The doors are all open, and you just like got this 20-year-old seatbelts holding you in, and that was kind of freaky. But other than that, I'm not really scared of flying too much. I think Final Destination was the last movie that I did that was like 95% practical effects. I think we had this big plane built in the studio that was on this mechanical thing that they would control with a joystick, and there was a couple of green screens outside the little windows, and they would add in skyline or whatever. But other than that, it was a lot of camera tricks and practical effects. And that was one of the last films I did. And not to mention, I think it might've been the last film I did where we shot on film. We weren't reloading matte boxes
So when it's like shaking and you're on the set, but you have to get in the mindset of like this plane is going down type of thing. Was it hard?
It was shaking enough that it fell, and they had it so that it could do this, and we were kind of just strapped in, and then it would shake it around, and it would bump, and it was pretty. There wasn't a lot of acting when it came to like the shakes and all that stuff. They had it covered for sure.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And the movie Final Destination has a wonderful cast of up and comers. Who did you become closest to while filming?
We all got pretty close. I think that Chad Dinella and I, because we did most of our scenes together, we got pretty close. Some of the cast I think I was 19, and the cast went all the way up until late 20s, and so we were all different ages. But yeah, I think Chad was a cool guy.
He has one of the most disturbing deaths. I mean, other than the plane crash scene, his death is definitely the most disturbing. The original ending, speaking of deaths, the original ending of Final Destination had you dying when you grabbed the electrified cable to save Ali Larter's character.